Generational stereotypes and improve organizational commitment, job satisfaction, employee turnover, and organizational performance. In our book, Gentelligence, we lay out our framework for moving colleagues away from generational conflict and toward a productive embrace of one another's differences. There are 4 practices involved. The first 2, identify your assumptions and adjust your lens, help overcome false stereotypes. The next 2, take advantage of differences and embrace mutual learning, guide people to share knowledge and expertise so that they can grow together. Each practice also includes an activity to apply its ideas. Teams experiencing generational conflict should start with the first 2. The latter 2 will help groups move beyond simply getting along and leverage the learning and innovation that intergenerational teams can offer. To introduce the framework, let's examine what makes a generation and what makes generations different from each other. Generations today. A generation is an age cohort whose members are born during the same period in history and who thus experience significant events and phenomena at similar life stages. These collective experiences, say high unemployment, a population boom, or political change, can shape the group's values and norms in a unique way. Because these formative experiences vary from culture to culture, the specifics of generational makeup vary around the world. But across geographies, the different outlooks, attitudes, and behaviors of cohorts can lead to conflict. For example, in many countries, older workers who have dominated the workplace for decades are staying in it longer due to better health and longevity. Younger colleagues, anxious for change and upward mobility, are often impatient for them to move on. And when boomers and digital natives work side by side, tensions can arise about whose contributions are valued more. If the client database that an older employee developed is replaced by automated software suggested by a younger associate, the older employee may feel that their contribution is being minimized. These generational frustrations have become even more pronounced during the pandemic. While older workers have more experience, the 35 and under age groups, according to a recent survey of hiring managers, are seen as having the most relevant education and skills and the best cultural fit for open positions. Even as people flocked online during the pandemic, different generations tended to spend time on different platforms. Older people scrolling Facebook, younger ones TikTok, deepening the digital divide. Gen Z employees, meanwhile, have worked remotely for most, if not all, of their professional lives, leaving many feeling disconnected from coworkers and undervalued by their older teammates. And older generations have adjusted to working from home better than expected, finding the flexibility energizing after a lifetime of long hours at the office. Many of these tensions, and the media hype around them, have led to a further decline in trust between the generations. The steps we outline in the 4 upcoming practices and activities are designed to help bridge that gap and move toward better intergenerational cooperation. How are generations defined? In the United States, there are currently 5 generations in the workforce. The silent generation, typically considered to have been born 1928 to 1945. Baby boomers, 1946 to 1964. Gen X, 1965 to 1980. Millennials, 1981 to 1996. And Gen Z, 1997 to 2012. Each experienced different world events as members came of age, which shaped their views on jobs and careers and fueled the stereotypes that people have about them. For example, members of the silent generation had more prosperity in their adult years than their parents did. They earned a reputation for doing what was asked of them without complaint and building